You're watching Let's Chat.
Coming up at the end of the month, it's March 29th, the United States Senate has officially declared that day as Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans Day. Long overdue, and there's a huge celebration that's going to stretch out over 3 days, and Linda Mines is here to talk about that. Linda, good morning and welcome to the show. And Bud Alley, Vietnam veteran.
Thanks, Chip.
Thank you very much for your service.
Thanks, sir.
I guess the first question, and we could go on and on about this, is why it took the Senate so long to get off their cans and declare this an official day.
Well, to be honest with you, I wonder that myself. So that's a universal question.
Right.
I think one of the things the Vietnam War, for those of us who remember it, was such a political war, and people were not good at dissecting political versus the military aspect of it. So often the soldiers bore the brunt of people's political dissatisfaction.
Right.
So there wasn't a welcome home. We're really fortunate in this area that Mayor Coppinger and Mayor Burke have both declared the entire week to be Vietnam Veterans Appreciation Week.
3 big days of celebrations here. Mr. Alley, in a nutshell, what was it like when you came home from Vietnam?
Well, it was, I came home by myself, like the rest of us. We went over one at a time, came home by ourselves. The only people knew we were gone was our family. We just tried to put things behind us and try to get on with our life. It was an experience we'd had, and now we're trying to put those memories contained and move forward.
So do you good now to flash forward all these years and see that finally Vietnam veterans are getting the recognition and the respect that they deserve?
Finally. And let me tell you about what we've got coming up, Chip.
Please.
We've got some real heroes coming to this town from the battles of the Ia Drang Valley in 1965. They're coming on their own dime. They're coming up here just to meet and say welcome home to our fellow veterans of Chattanooga area.
Wow.
Henry Dunn driving up here from the landing zone from Albany, Georgia, and he was a hero of landing zone Albany, living in Albany, Georgia, ironically. We have Jim Lawrence, a realtor down in Birmingham, Alabama, driving up here. We have Ernie Savage from down South Alabama driving up here. He was in the movie We Were Soldiers Once and Young. And Joe Marm, Medal of Honor recipient, coming over here from Benton, North Carolina.
Impressive. 3 big days of events, and the whole week, of course, is officially it. But tell us a little bit about some of the activities that we have to look forward to.
Well, the kickoff event occurs Monday night at the First Tennessee Pavilion, 5 o'clock. We're hoping to have 1,000 Vietnam veterans and their families join us. It's a free evening meal. It's a welcome home celebration.
Right.
Veterans will be pinned by members of the Daughters of the American Revolution. Commissioner Minnie Bears Grinder, Tennessee Commissioner of Veteran Affairs, will be here. There's a team coming in from the Department of Defense from Washington that will be here. Joe Galloway, who is also one of those unique heroes, a correspondent involved in the battle that Bud was talking about, co-authored the We Were Soldiers. We want the general public to come out to that event also.
And let's stress this is free, and this kicks off on Friday at First Tennessee
Well,
Pavilion.
Monday, the 27th
Monday,
at First
the 27th
Tennessee.
at First Tennessee Pavilion. Activities are planned out for the 28th and the 29th.
They are.
We'd like to get you guys to come back and talk a little bit more in depth about that, if you would. We're up against the clock, but
We would love to.
Tell us how we can find out more information.
Website?
Go to the Facebook and look up Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans, Chattanooga Celebration on Facebook.
Is there a particular phone number that folks can call also?
Actually, you can call me as the city and county historian, and that number is 423-413-3743.
All right.
And I'd love to share information. We want especially not only our Vietnam veterans and their families, but anyone who has a contact.
All right, again, there is more information you can find out on social media. It'll be on our social media pages. Mr. Alley, thank you so much for your service again. Linda, thank you so much.
Glad to be here.
Stay with us. We are back with more of Let's Chat right after this.